Hey everybody, can y'all hear me? Welcome back to the Dominican Route. I am live right now. I'm at my friend's house in Boca Chica. I'm sorry, I'm in Santo Domingo. Um, I'm not feeling that well today, but I just want to send a shout out to everybody, and I will make sure that I answer you guys' questions. Troy is gonna be on today. I've been running a fever, but I just want to make sure that I reach out to you guys like I do every Sunday. I'm not going to stay on that long. I'm still I have a chest cold a little bit. And y'all let me know if y'all can hear me. Can y'all hear me? Let me know. Let me run this. Y'all give me the thumbs up if y'all can hear me. And let me run my intro real quick. I forgot to run that today. That's how bad I'm feeling.
Hasta me días rogando por favor, no me dejes solo en mi vida. Hasta me días rogando por favor, no me dejes solo en mi vida. Tus ojos prohibidos siempre me vuelven loco. Una vez que los vea me quedo. Tus ojos prohibidos siempre me vuelven loco. Una vez que los vea me quedo.
All right. So I know y'all love that intro. So anyway, let me send a shout outs to everybody. All right. We have Black Crypto. What's going on, brother? I have I am KDC AKDC. Hey John. Black Crypto. Loud and clear, man. Y'all can hear me good, good, good. Carl, what's going on, man? I told you I was gonna give you a call, man. I'm not gonna stay on that long. Maybe about 1 hour. Troy's supposed to be on. I don't think Rico's gonna be able to be on, but I still have a light fever and I'm kind of sweating everything out. But I just wanted to say hello to everybody. I think that trip to Punta Cana got me because I was in the pool. I was in the pool, La Playa, in Punta Cana, and I'm just tired and kind of having a rough time just trying to get rid of this fever. But anyway, we're gonna have a good time today. We got about 45 minutes. I'm gonna about 45 minutes. Pimp boy, what's going on, man? Hope all is well. God bless you, man. Carl, Black Crypto, what's going on? Thank you for the thumbs up. Rich, hope all is well. Um, Carl, yeah, man, I'm gonna give you a holler tomorrow. I'm feeling a little bit better, but I hadn't really beat this whatever I have. I don't know what it is. This 24-hour bug or whatever it is. Yeah, but anyway, let's talk about the topic today. What's one big thing I have learned? Troy, if you are out there, come on in. If you are out there, come on in. Thank you so much, Blanco. I appreciate it. Um, Omar, Omar says, Coach, hope you're feeling better. How is you and your wife doing? We doing good. We doing real good. Dominga, she's great. We're at her best friend's house and we are doing really good. Just kind of out here on the outside, just enjoying the fresh air. Okay, let me tell you guys real quick. What's one big thing that I have learned in the Dominican Republic? And I'll say this. Um, Black Crypto says Dominga, first lady of the Dominican route. That's right. That's right. She is. She is. That's my sweetheart. I'll say this. One big thing I have learned in the Dominican Republic, and you guys can comment on this, and it's kind of negative. Well, some people gonna think it's kind of negative, but it's the truth. Dominicans do not know how to keep their boundaries. So I still love the Dominican Republic. I ain't going nowhere. But I have learned after 3.5 years, Dominicans have no boundaries at all. And what do you mean, Coach John? At the grocery store, uh, when you, whatever you're doing, you at the dentist office, whatever you are doing, they don't have any boundaries. They get up on you in the line, you know. Um, it's just crazy how you're taught a certain way in the United States, and then you come to the Dominican Republic, and you notice that they'll get right up on you. Sometimes I think they're trying to pickpocket me or something. But anyway, that's one thing that I have learned in the Dominican Republic. Um, y'all tell me, uh, Black Crypto says, old supermarket always have the fine ladies in there. Yeah, they do. They do. They have the one thing about Dominican older women. They have they have the amazing bodies, and then when they turn around, then you say, "Wow, she's about 60 years old, but she still got an awesome body." So anyway, like, gracias. Okay, gracias, 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 gracias. Okay, yes. Blanco Martinez, muchas gracias. Blanco. No, no problem. Come on, come say hola to everybody. Come on, vamos, vamos, vamos. This is Dominga's best. This is Dominga's husband's Dominga's best friend husband right here.
Domingo de tequila.
That's right. And they drink it on Don Julio. Yeah. So anyway, I'm at Dominga's best friend's house. So we're here and just enjoying ourselves. But y'all tell me, y'all have any questions for me? But I just wanted to tell you guys that that's one big thing that I have noticed in the Dominican Republic. They don't really have any boundaries. I'm used to it. It doesn't bother me that much, but they really don't. Y'all have any questions for me? Like I said, I'm not gonna stay on too long today because I'm really under the weather. I'm sweating. I'm sweating this little fever out. But Troy might come on. He might not. But I'm gonna stay on for probably an hour at the most, and then I'm gonna go home and get some rest. So anyway, true, no boundaries. Black Crypto. See, you agree with me. It doesn't matter if you're at the airport, wherever you are. I mean, there you get in the grocery store line, they don't give you space. They like get right up on you. I don't know. Hey, that's just it is what it is. So Quan says Haitians are like that too, bro. I didn't know that. Really, Quan. I appreciate it, man. I had no idea. Uh, I really don't. Really not around a lot of Haitians. You see them working and doing things like that, but I noticed that Haitians and Dominicans they really kind of have their own little separate pockets and things like that. So that's awesome. So, but thanks, man. El Capitan says, when are you coming to Puerto Plata? I've never been to Puerto Plata, but I want to definitely go one day. So I heard it's nice there. It's beautiful there. Um, I heard it's very clean there. I heard some good things about it. It's a little. I heard it's older people there, but I will be coming pretty soon. So I'm gonna be making my way there. Carl, I was in the market one time, and my lady, and yes, you are right. Uh, you are doing you. Yeah, you are so right, man. It's just amazing how uh, Dominicans just don't have any boundaries. But hey, even at the ATM, Black Crypto, yes, even at the ATM, they get up all on you, and you got to turn your head and uh, kind of block them out and let them know that hey, man, you trying to look at my password? What's going on? So, um, Black Beauty, blessings to the Dominican Route family, peace to everyone. Shout out to everyone. Y'all make sure y'all hit that like button. Like I said, I am under the weather today. I just want to thank everybody for just logging on. It's gonna be a um, short live today because I am under the weather. Dominga, come say hello to everybody, baby. Vamos, let's go. The first lady.
Hello.
Hello, everybody.
Hello everybody. ¿Cómo están? Yo muy bien.
Okay. Yeah. So, Easy Rawlings, what's going on, man? Hey, man, you giving me motivation. I done lost about 5 pounds. I think I done lost about another 5 pounds because I've been sick for the last 2 or 3 days. Yeah. So, baby, you going? Okay. 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 Um, let's see. Troy goes to Puerto Plata a lot, right? Yeah, I think he does. From what he told me, I think he really does. Anybody have any other questions? Y'all shoot them out to me. Like I said, I won't be on long because I'm not feeling that well today, but I just wanted, every Sunday I just reach out to y'all, just say hello. Rico, Troy, I don't think they're going to be on today, but I just wanted to say hello to everybody. Y'all probably can tell I'm kind of under the weather. I'm usually all pumped up and excited, and I'm weak, man. I'm just weak today. That little flu bug or whatever got me. It really got me. Thank God you don't have to go to the doctor. You can just go get your own medication here in the Dominican Republic. You can get your own stuff, whatever you think you need. It's just right over the counter. You don't have to get a prescription from the doctor. King says, "Where are you, Coach?" I'm at Dominga's best friend's house. I'm at Dominga's best friend's house. Baby, what's your best friend name? The number?
Rosy.
Rosie.
Rosalba.
Rosalba.
Ros-
Rosalba. uh, Quan says, "Do you think Dominican barbers are better?" Yes, 100% better. Let me tell you why. They use a razor on if you want a razor, and they don't charge you more. So if I get a razor or don't get a razor on my face, it's still gonna be 300-400 pesos, maybe 500 pesos. If you do a razor shave and do the extra stuff in the United States, they're gonna charge you an extra 10, 20. So anyway, let me bring Troy up, man. Troy, you came just in time, man. How you doing, brother?
Doing well, man. How you feeling?
Oh man, I'm hanging in there, man. I'm kind of sweating this fever out. I think oh man, I first of all I wanted to thank you, man, so much for allowing me and Dominga and the family to come to the house last week. I appreciate it.
Oh man, that's no problem. You know that. Can you hear me
Yep.
well? Can you hear me pretty good?
Yep. I can hear you good, baby. Hey Troy. Dominga said thank you, man.
I thought I said de nada.
Yes, here she is right here.
Ah, mi hermana,
Hey.
¿cómo está?
Bien, bien. ¿Y tú?
Bien, gracias a Dios.
Qué bueno.
Yes. So, yeah, man. If everybody don't know the story by now, I, I think I did too much, man, because you had your air condition on, and then we jumped in the water. We went to the beach, and then at night we came back and jumped in the water again. So, I think all that jumping in the pool and jumping in the beach, man. I think that, and then in the air condition at your house, I think that's what probably made me sick. But I'm all right. I'm not blaming you for it. I'm just letting you know. We had so much fun, but I'm paying for it right now.
Yeah, you guys definitely were getting a chance to enjoy yourself here. I had some business to take care of. So I didn't get a chance to go to the beach with you guys, but
Right. I know you told me that, man. Hey, give me one thing, man, because we're not gonna stay on too long. But give me
okay.
one big thing. So let me tell you what my one big thing was that I have learned about living in the Dominican Republic. Dominicans, they do not have any boundaries at all. They get they get on you at the grocery store. They get on you at the ATM machine. They at the airport. They try to skip in front of you. I love them. I love the Dominicans, but you know, you get cussed out. But it always happens here. But in the United States, you know, people give you your boundaries and they give you your space. And I've noticed that. Have you noticed that since you've been living here?
Um, yeah, I noticed that. Well, it's kind of like it's remember when you were like in high school or middle school and people would cut the line.
Yes.
There's a lot of that. Like if you know somebody comes in the store, they see somebody they know. You know, we used to do it. You start a conversation, then you just stay there. You know what I mean? So
That's right.
that's kind of annoying. So
And if you get caught slipping, if you get caught slipping driving, if you get caught slipping, what man, they gonna do whatever they gonna jump in between you.
oh, there's no right away.
No
There's
right
no
away.
right. There's no right away. There's no courtesy like when it comes to driving. Like you know how you let somebody in. Or there's
Right.
And if you do that,
Another
you're gonna
thing,
mess
man,
up the flow of traffic.
I'll
If you
say
do it.
this. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead. What you about to say?
If you do let people in, you're gonna mess up the flow of traffic. So they're not
That's
expecting.
right.
Somebody might run in the back of you because they're not expecting you to yield. So it's
But
like it's kind of like
that's right.
Yeah.
So now let me say this. Even now going back to getting in line or whatever, man, at the grocery store, wherever you at, if you give people regular space like we do in the United States, it's
Yeah.
gonna be another person that's gonna jump in front of
In
you.
front of you and cut. Yeah, it's gonna cut. Yeah. Yeah.
So I have learned I gotta get up on people in the Dominican Republic because if I don't get up on somebody gonna
Somebody's
jump in
gonna
front
go
of me.
around. Yeah. Somebody go right around in front of you. You know that.
That's-
But I mean, like, that's just I think everybody knows in the world how the traffic is here. I mean,
Yeah,
it's,
it's
I
something else.
I don't even know how you can fix it. So, but
Hey,
like,
give me one big thing. It doesn't have to be positive. It can be negative or it can be positive. It don't matter. Give me one big thing that you have learned in the Dominican Republic that's living in the Dominican Republic that just kind of stand out.
I've learned two things. One thing I've learned is patience. It's not going to happen overnight. You know, we're spoiled in America. I mean, you can order something online. It might be at your house by noon. That's how good it is back in the States. That's what I miss. I miss that about the States. We have exemplary customer service. Like you go into a store, you know, bless you, man. You go into a store, you're gonna get good customer service. You might get your food. Fast food is actually fast.
Right.
You know, here you just gotta learn patience, man. And I think that that's the most important thing that you can learn here is to have patience, man. Because they're not gonna move just because you're a foreigner. They're not gonna speed up their process. I mean, I had like shit when I paid for the house, I'm thinking I'm paying in cash. I'm gonna get I had to hound the lawyer for my deed. I'm like, whoa, wait a minute, man. You got my money. I don't have nothing. I don't have any. I don't even have a bill of sale. I have some paperwork that I signed, but I need my deed. So like, it took me a while to get my deed done. It takes a while to get things done, man.
Yeah, man, that is you got a big point in it. And see, I hadn't got to that point yet. I don't own a house or anything in the Dominican Republic, but that goes with everything. You're talking about everything in the Dominican Republic, right? It just everything takes time.
Everything except relationships. You know what I'm saying? They want to speed. They want to take everything slow, except when you meet a woman, boy. I mean, she's gonna want you to. Let's go.
That's fast. Hey, have you learned how to do Domingo, that
Nah, when
Dominican
we do this, I can't do that. It's gonna hurt my wrist.
Domingo. You gotta you gotta be Dominican because Dominga and her daughter doing it right now with no problem. I don't know how they do that.
I
I
can't.
don't.
My
I
brother
think
does
Dominicans got an extra bone or gristle in they
that.
finger or something like that.
Sound like Jimmy the Greek right now, boy. Got extra bone in your foot. That's why y'all fast.
That's why y'all real fast. Jimmy the Greek did say that, didn't he? Yeah.
Hey, look, we never heard from him ever again after that.
Never again. That's right. That's right. That's right. We can get away with saying that, but you
Right.
know certain people can't.
Nah, don't say
And I'm
that.
just, I hope you feel better, Coach. I have a question for you. Do Dominican Republic have stop signs because people seem like they drive all over the place? Yes, they have stop signs, but they do not pay attention to the stop signs. That's a great question. They just drive right through them a lot of the times. Now, in Punta Cana and Puerto Plata and places like that, you they abide by the laws a little bit better. But in Santo Domingo, San Cristobal, um, the country areas, man, it doesn't matter if a police is there or not. They just gonna breeze right through the stop sign. Is that right, Troy? You
That
live
is,
where you live at. It's not. Well, they still go through the
yeah, they gonna
sign.
go through.
Yeah,
Listen, there's no, you know how we have patrol cars in the states, and there's people out there patrolling on traffic ways and things like that. They don't have that here. They just have like checkpoints. Like they're trying to, get checkpoints. So there's
right,
nobody like just actually following behind you and making sure that you stop in that stop sign. People blow through stop signs all the time. So traffic is an issue out here, but it's just one of those things. Like I don't have a solution for it. So what is the prayer? God, give me the strength and wisdom to I forgot how it goes to
yeah.
give me the
Some
strength.
the
Yeah,
things that I can or something
yeah,
like that. Yeah, you got my brain smoke. You got my brain smoking over
yeah.
here now.
Like just grant me the strength just to deal with the things that I know I can't change. So it's something that
That's
I
right.
can't. It's just a part of life out here.
That's right.
And I wouldn't really like if you're not like a good driver or you're a nervous driver, um, I wouldn't suggest driving out here. I would
No,
suggest getting somebody to drive you around. That would
that's
be
right.
yeah.
That's right. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, let me answer this question. GGP says, peace to you, coach. Was wondering if you can meet up with me and my wife in October when we come out and visit. Yeah, just shoot me a text, man, on WhatsApp, and then we'll definitely get together. Um, Shoot me a text on WhatsApp 225-409-8806. I'll put it here. I'll put it in the comment section 225-409-8806. Shoot me a text on WhatsApp. Um, Favar says, so you answered that question, right, Troy?
What's that? Oh, we froze up. Hello,
The
you
internet, the internet, yeah, the internet's going in and out. My bad, man. I'm sorry.
all good. But what was that you said?
Um, I said you answered my question about one big thing, and that's your one big thing that you
Just patience.
what
Patience.
patience, yeah.
I
Gotcha,
mean, I
gotcha,
learned
gotcha.
some things. You know what I've learned? I've learned some things about women. I know everybody gets tired of us talking about women, but I'm a single guy, So, but I learned that you know, there's a big thing about people, the passport bros. I don't really consider myself a passport bro. I'm more of an expat. But I think that um everybody says, oh, the women are this and that. Women are, I think that women, what I learned, because I had the misconception too that women here were going to be different. But women are the same, man. Because I mean, the internet and the world is getting smaller and smaller. So I think that, a woman that I was dealing with in the States. are just like the women that I'm dealing with down here. They just, you're not going to get around providing. I think a lot of
Right.
guys, they may not want to provide. They may feel as though they're a sucker if they're providing too much. I have seen some women here take advantage of a lot of older guys.
Right.
Um, um, I don't really like that too much, but I think that for the most part, what I learned is that the women are the same, man. It's just
Hey, in two more Sundays, I got this next Sunday. We got a special special guest coming on. But in two more Sundays, I want to talk about that topic, man. About how some of the warning signs that people need to adhere to when they're dating a Dominican woman or a Dominican guy.
yeah.
Uh,
You have,
and because
you got
you and I talked about that, and that we need to really go into detail about that.
yeah, I think
Yeah.
you have to you got to understand like for me, my ex-wife was from Honduras, right? So I kind of had an inkling in on the culture, the Hispanic, Latina cultures. So if you have to understand the culture of someone that you're trying to, if you're dating outside of your culture, because what may be good or cool in your culture, it may be taboo in a different culture. So if you don't understand this woman's culture, um, you're gonna have a problem because she's gonna expect you to do certain things as a man, and you're gonna expect her to do certain things as a woman. And I always tell guys it's a lot deeper than just them cooking and cleaning for you. I think I most
Y'all, I'm sorry. I think the internet keep going in and out, but I think y'all can hear me now. So I don't know what's going on. But anyway, Troy, can you hear me?
I can hear you good. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Seems like our internet keeps going in and out or whatever, but you know how
Uh-huh.
it happens in the Dominican Republic. But anyway, man, yeah, go ahead and finish saying what you were saying about I heard you saying something about your ex-wife and all that.
Oh, yeah, my ex-wife was from Honduras, so I had you know, I was married to her for quite some time, and I was able to understand the culture. It was
Hmm.
some growing pains because it was some things that I expected that she wasn't with. She was like, "No, we're doing
Right.
it. This is how it's done in my culture." So we had to blend the cultures together and come to a common ground. And I think that once you understand the culture, like when you're dating a woman from here, it's not going to be too far out the realm for her mother, her father, her uncle, somebody to ask you for some money. And if you're not used to that, in our culture,
Right.
that's like imagine I mean, and you're not even married. You might be just dating. So imagine you dating somebody and you're in America. You're dating somebody, dating a black woman for say a month, and
Hmm.
her aunt or her grandma or her mom tells her to ask you for $200.
Right.
You'd be like, what? You might, what I'm saying? But here, that's not. That's. I mean, now I will say this. That's kind of a red flag. If you're getting asked the first month, first 2 months in for some money,
About money. That's right. That's a red flag.
yeah, that's kind of a red flag. But that in the states, that's not going to happen. Like
No,
but
that's right.
here it's going to happen. But if you want to see, I had already been. I was dating my wife, and I remember
Through that.
it happened to me when I was dating well, I was married to I just got married to my wife. My wife was still sending money home to her mother and her father. And I was like, these are two grown adults that can function for themselves. Why are you sending them money? And
Right.
they're so family orientated. And I was like, well,
Yeah.
listen, and being the man of my house, I was like, listen, well, now you got a family here and you're sending money out of our house to that. I was like, nah, it's not going to work. But,
Right.
as I've gotten older, now I understand, I understand that you're helping your family out. So they're really family orientated. And you have to understand this too. And we had this conversation. You may not come first. You should come first. You should. You should come first. But my thing is, okay,
if she got a baby or yeah,
or yes,
go
God should come first. She should put herself before you. I would expect you to put yourself before me, but I don't expect you to put me after your family, your kids. And if I'm coming in eighth, and if I'm putting you first, and you're putting me sixth or fifth, that's just not gonna work for me. You know
That's
what I
right.
mean? I think that's the problem that I'm running into out here is that I haven't found anybody that's gonna give me what I'm giving them. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be more like I'm coming into your life and now I gotta save everybody. And that's just not I'm not there. I'm not this the next time
Hey,
like yeah, I was in a relationship with somebody and she loved her family. So,
right.
you know,
Hey, yeah. But you gotta be up there. You gotta be first. You gotta feel to be you wanna be feel the same love that you're giving.
right. And like, you know what, man? I haven't said there was something romantic between Troy and Crystal. Who's
I
Crystal?
left that up there so you can read it. Cristal. That's Dominga's. Dominga's daughter. So
Oh,
you, that's like
something.
the third. That's the third or fourth person said that they talking about they see something
Listen,
between you and Cristal. So
y'all,
you know how rumors get started. That's the third or fourth time I've seen that pop up.
listen, man. Well, let me the coach stepped away. Let me help you guys out. Man, I have so much going on right now. I don't even have time to even think about a girlfriend, man. I got behind the scenes. I got a consultation business that I'm running. I got this apartment. Like I don't like the next relationship I get into. I want to definitely pour more attention. I don't think I was very attentive in my last relationship, so I want to be like hands on. So I don't have the energy right now to be romantically tethered to anybody right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, and she's so young. You know what I
Right.
mean? Like,
She just went through a hard
yeah.
breakup with her boyfriend or whatever. So yeah, no, I didn't see that, but
How, how did
they
they
see
get that?
all
How did
the
they get that from the video?
I don't know. They just see
But
people.
we wasn't even in some of the same clips. Like,
I know it, right? Yeah. It ain't like y'all was in the water together, like swimming or something.
like I was
It's
upstairs on the computer, and like,
nah, it's all good. It's all good.
she's a beautiful young woman.
She
Um,
is
and she didn't say anything to me. Like, listen, you gonna have to choose me, man. I can't go out there and be choosing. You know what I'm
right,
saying? You
right.
choose me, and then we'll work it out from there. We'll discuss it from there. But she hasn't said anything to me, and
Right.
yeah.
No.
So I don't know, man. That's kind of funny. People
Yeah.
saying that.
Hey, next Daryl says, how do you like Boca Chica? Let me tell you
I,
about Boca.
I answered that. I said compared to here, Boca Chica gets a C plus for me. Compared because I'm spoiled. Like you've seen the beaches
Right,
here. The
right.
beaches here, like Boca Chica. I love Boca Chica. I think that the actual beach is beautiful. The water is beautiful. Oh my God, it's beautiful. But I think people just trash it too much. They throw trash out on the beach, and it's just not my.
I
Ah,
give I give me personally I give Boca Chica a C plus, and it could be a B. It could be a B minus, but like you said, the trash is everywhere. They
yeah.
don't. They should have some type of dumpster system where they can keep, or just build a big wall so they can hide all the trash.
I don't know what's. It could be. Listen, if somebody came down with say 25 mil, 20 million, 20 million, about 20 million, you could turn that place into Miami. Like
Boca
it's
Boca Chica, and they working on Boca Chica, and they getting a lot of the riffraffs out. But I
yeah, you
think
got yeah, man.
maybe in the next maybe in the next 10 years they gonna have Boca Chica turned around. But I really like Boca Chica, but you see so much potential if you
Oh,
can just if you just like if I had an extra, like you said, if I had an extra $1 million, I would build like 50 brick walls, and then with the little fence in the front, and where you have to dump your trash in in the brick wall, and
they
then you won't have to worry about seeing the trash,
and
or and because you
it's
just don't throw
beautiful.
you don't throw the they just throw the trash on the side of the road, and then it just pile up and pile up and
Uh,
pile up.
the island is so beautiful, man. The
Right.
island is so beautiful. I don't
Hmm.
understand why people want to throw trash out, man. It's like
Right.
you got
Yeah,
this
but
beautiful beach, and then you drinking this big ass green bottle, and you just throw it on the ground.
it's
So,
crazy. It's crazy.
um,
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, cuz, good to see you, cuz. I'm a kind of run through
okay.
these questions, Troy. Let's see. Nick Nation says, oh, he's talking about if if these areas were in the states, they would be accidents uh and at these intersections daily. Yeah, they just had a real bad accident where some people died in the Dominican Republic. A bus flipped over.
Hmm.
I don't know you saw it or not, but it was sad, and they showed the bodies laying out.
That up here? It was in
Yeah,
Punta Cana.
I think that was in
Yeah, I remember that. I can tell you. I know the backstory behind that.
really, yeah. But it's
So what
I saw the video. It was sad, but go ahead, go ahead.
what happened with that was, um, the bus driver was running late. Okay, so when you come to Punta Cana, one of the major things people like to do is go to Siona Island. So Siona Island is it's like 40 minutes away, 30 minutes away. So you go out to Siona Island, when you go to Bahia, you get a catamaran or a speedboat, whatever, and you go out to a private island. So bus driver was running late.
Hmm.
So what does the bus driver do when he's running late? People are already driving crazy here, as we all know. He's speeding. Where he got into an accident, they're building like a big, giant, like Jumbo or Target or something. They're building a big department store. So there's a lot of construction trucks turning at this intersection, and there's no light. So there's no light at the intersection. So the bus is coming. He's speeding. He's probably doing like 100, trying to catch up because he's late, picking up these people from the hotel or the resort to take them to
Hmm.
the. I think they were Brazilians to take them to Siona Island, and then they got
Hmm.
into and then he got into an accident, and they found cocaine in his system. So
Are you serious? So
yeah,
he was just rolling. He was rolling. Yeah, he was
he's,
rolling
he's yeah.
mentally and physically. Yeah.
So his defense was that they were working him too hard, and he had to, he was trying to keep up. So, but that's the word on the street I got from the barbershop. So I don't know how true that is, but that's the story
I
from the
hear
bar.
you. I hear you.
Yeah,
Man, that's sad. Yeah, it's sad. You hear about motorcycle accidents all the time.
right.
Quan says, "Do you think you can find love in Sasua?" That
I
I'm gonna let you answer. You answer that.
I answered that in the chat, and I told him, hell nah, hell no, 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 no,
No,
no,
no,
no,
no. Okay.
no. You're not.
Hey, shout out to go ahead, go ahead,
Man,
go ahead.
you're not gonna find love up there.
Now that's like Sasua is like on I don't know. Give him a comparison of Sasua in the United States.
Uh, Pick your favorite or whatever whatever your red light district is or your stroll is at. Take that one street, that stroll, and just imagine a whole town being that stroll. Like every street is that stroll. Everywhere you go is that stroll. You go into the supermarket, you might see something in the supermarket. You going to get your haircut. It's crazy. And
Yeah.
it's it's just not. You know what? It's nuts. It's nuts. And I would
Right.
the women that are going there, they're not looking for love, they're looking for money. So, and
Yeah, they're looking for money. Yeah.
the men that
Yeah.
go there, they're not looking for love, they're looking for honey.
They look for sex. For
They're
sex. That's right.
looking for honey.
And to have fun. And
Yeah,
yeah,
they
that's
have
right.
fun. They
Shout out
ain't yeah. So it's not a place that you
shout out
want to.
to yeah, that's right. That's right. My bad, brother. I didn't mean to cut you off. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you bet.
Uh, shout out to Quincy Jones. Thank you so much, Quincy, for the $5 donation to the Dominican route. I appreciate it, brother. Thank you so much. Let's see. I'll say this, man. Uh, People always, that's the number one topic. Women, men in the Dominican Republic. Um, I I have noticed. I'll give you guys this. All the men, all the women that are out there, find a woman that is working. Find a man
Oh,
that
yeah,
is working.
we talked about
We
that.
talked about this, man, but I believe don't if they ain't working and they got high heel pumps on and they got these nice purses and they got these skirts on, that's a sign right there that there might not be like that's a she's working, she's on her job. So don't fall in love with her. But if
Right,
she's working at KFC, she's working at the local Kamado, she's working at these different places and she getting paid $2.75 an hour or
right.
$3.75 an hour. Those are the women that you're looking for. Those are the men that you're looking for. The ones that are they appreciate that the money that they're bringing in. Go ahead, Troy. My bad.
I would do you one better.
Mhm.
Start with yourself, right?
Oh, yeah, I like that. I like that.
Well, this is not the place to come looking for love. This ain't because you because they're just lovable people. You know what I'm saying? Their affection is, that's like that's them. That's who they are. You know,
Yeah,
they're romantic, lovable people. So
and most Caribbean women are like that anyway.
yeah, so if you are like, if you don't love yourself and you're looking for somebody else to make you happy, you're gonna be on a roller coaster, up and down, up and down, up and down, expecting this person to make you happy and make you feel loved. So what you should do is just love yourself. And I guarantee you this. If you're loving yourself, you're vibrating at a high frequency, you're gonna attract what you need to attract. You know what I mean? So
And hey, man, and that's what happened in Domingo. I was just like you know, I wasn't like forcing myself to try to find a relationship. I was, I was talking to a couple girls and stuff like that, but and just automatically, I ran
it
into
happens.
Domingo.
That's how it happens. It's happen. You can't go looking for it. It's gonna find you. And Bruce in the comments asks, I wanted to ask Troy and Coach John, why do you think women in the United States is not or are not as approachable like the women in the Dominican Republic? I think women in the United States are approachable. Like I said, man, I showed Coach a couple pictures and stuff. I did okay, I'm also 6'2". I made over $100,000 a year, and I also drove a 911 Porsche. I had the tools. I had the tools to make it easy. So if I'm pulling up on a woman, I'm hopping out the car. I'm not gonna have too many problems. You know what I'm saying? So I don't have problems here. So the moral of the story is love you as a man.
Twice. How?
Drive drive your income up as high as you possibly can. And then you start looking around and dealing with women in your weight class or dealing with women in your financial bracket or below. But that's what you want to do, man. I think women in the
Well,
States are very approachable. I, I
what you
didn't have
think?
I didn't have a problem approaching women in the States.
So you think I don't think I feel good in my bracket right now, and that's
Mhm.
why I'm so happy that I have Dominga and I'm at peace, and I don't have a whole bunch of money. So
Hold on,
what
hold on a second, because Daryl said having the material tools in search of a relationship is a bad example. No, women, okay. So do you think women are gonna, if I'm hopping out of a Pinto trying to holler at a sister in the States, or if I'm hopping out of a 911 trying to holler at a sister in the States, which do you think women are going to be more accept? Let me approach them in. So I mean, that's we
I
just
see,
being honest.
I
We
see where
just
you're coming from.
yeah, you had to have your stuff in order. In America, you had to have your stuff in order before you approach a woman. She's going to look you up and down. She's going to size you up, and she's going to say, "Yay or nay."
Right.
So if you got your game, if you want your game, I mean, I don't make the rules. I just play by them. You know what I'm
So
saying?
what situation? So I didn't have a car. So tell me about the situation with Dominga. Why is why'd that happen, and why'd
We
that work
talking.
out
We
so
talking
well?
about. We talking. I was talking about the states. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying?
Now let's switch it. Now you answer this question, and that was a great answer,
Right.
Troy.
Right.
But I get a lot of comments saying, "Man, I'm trying to find a Dominga. I'm trying to
Okay.
find a Dominga. I'm trying to find a Dominga." So like, somebody that's at peace. Well,
Right.
first of all, Dominga's 42 years old,
Uh huh.
and and I think that makes a big difference. But go ahead, say what you was about to say.
All right. So, Dominguez, you got introduced to Domingo, though, right?
Say it again. I'm sorry.
You got introduced to Domingo, though, right?
Yes, I did.
Okay. So
By by Jennifer.
by Jennifer. All right. So you
And
you
Jennifer,
really
and Jennifer said, I'm finna introduce you to somebody that got a soft, kind heart. And if you fuck
right.
over, I'ma stab you in the neck. That's what she
All
told me.
right. So you were given an introduction. So you really didn't like run up on her and approach her. You was given an introduction. But the other women that you've met out here, have you had any problems with them with approaching?
Yes. Oh,
Right.
with approaching them. No, 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 not with
No,
approaching them.
they don't. They're not gonna be like, get out of here. You know
No,
what I'm
no.
saying?
Now,
But you're
now
gonna you're gonna
if
get
they
that.
have a boy if they have a boyfriend or something,
I, I've noticed that if women here have a boyfriend or a husband and they're serious, they won't even answer you.
right.
They
They
won't
won't
even
say
they
nothing.
won't they
They
won't
won't
even
say nothing at all.
they
Right.
won't
They'll
even
just
they
walk
won't
away.
even they won't even interact with you.
Right.
I,
They'll
I
just
like
they'll look at you and kind of frown and they'll walk off.
I like that. I like
Yeah.
that.
Hmm.
But for
Yeah.
the most part, they'll stop and let you shoot their shit. I mean, let you shoot your stuff at them. You know what I'm saying? Like
Right.
that's my experience. But
Yeah.
I haven't had a and I have confidence,
Hmm.
and I don't take things personal. Like in the states, does that mean I was getting every woman that I was hollering at in the states? No, uh,
Hmm.
but I wasn't get the f out of here, or I was I mean I just and it's how you approach women. How are you approaching women? You
Hmm.
know what I'm saying? How are you approaching these women?
Right.
Here, I'm not gonna give up my game because it's gonna it's my it's, but
No,
I got certain
no, you
tactics.
good. Hey, but going back to the American side, Daryl says, I believe when in search for a great woman, materialistic things can taint the beginning of a relationship. I agree with that. I truly agree with that. Because like, you got to keep that consistent flow with materialistic things. So but
I
but if
mean,
you got a but I agree with you also, if you got a nice car, hey, that it is what it is. But I see both sides of it. I see both
yeah,
sides.
I mean, okay. I mean, in a fantasy world, we can just all run around and say, "Hey, this is who I am as a person. I want you to like me." You know what I'm saying? But you gotta get people interested in you. You know what I mean? So
Hmm.
if I'm just speaking from in the states. Like, I've done well. So I think that, and I was in college, so that was also my dating pool from college. Like a lot of I knew a lot. It's not a lot of men in college, so it's always been 1 to 16. The ratio has always been in my favor. So, I
Hey, let me ask you this. No, I feel you. I feel you, brother. I mean, you smooth and you at peace, man. So that's a good thing.
uh,
Yeah, you at peace. Let me ask you this, Black Crypto. Shout out to Black Crypto. so much of a supporter on the channel, but he says you lucked up, coach. Do you believe I mean, I went through 3 women before Domingo, but he says I lucked up. What do you got to say about that, Troy? Did I
I,
luck up when
I've, I've,
I got Domingo?
I have observed those two together, and I think they're a great fit. I think she once you get the language down, because you two even with not knowing each other's language, you two always kidding around and joking around. So it's good to see, man. I like this. I like being around you guys, because sometimes I have friends that are in relationships. I don't necessarily like being around them because they're always
Right.
arguing or something. Like, you guys ain't arguing. It's like a love fest, and you guys are silly. So
Yeah,
I think that I'm not gonna say you lucked up. I'm gonna say you two deserve each other. You know what I'm
I
saying?
appreciate it.
I
I
think
like
that
that. I like how you put that.
you two
But it's
definitely.
fun. It's funny. It's funny because see, I'm not a jealous type, and she not a jealous type. So like, remember we were sitting at the table at your house, and we was passing drinks around. Thank God you not sick, because you like, here, taste this, and Dominga said, here, Troy, taste my drink right here, and then you passed it back, and you was like, Dominga, taste this right here,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
y'all
yeah.
was, and
And you know, I juice a lot, so
oh yeah,
I
and
think
you passed,
yeah,
yeah.
I
Go
take
ahead, go ahead.
my immune system is probably real high, because I get like a lot of citrus and stuff in me and stuff too. You know,
Right, right.
yeah.
Nick says Dominga worked for you, coach, but someone else giving the same opportunity may not work as well. Everyone interaction and
That's,
expectations are different.
that's that's true, man.
That's a good point. That's a good
Yeah,
point. I
I've
really
had.
like that.
I think I've dated two women here seriously, um, and you know, they're mixed experiences. Um, like my thing is my whole thing at this point is because I want to go to the next level with the woman. Is that it ain't too much about what you're bringing to the table. It's about where I fall, what's my place in your life. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? That's why it's difficult to date women with children, because I'm not expecting a woman to put me in front of her children. You know what I
Right.
mean? But I'm in a position now where I don't have nothing else. I don't even have a dog. I don't even have a fish. I only have a pet fish. You see what I'm saying? So when you come in here, I'm gonna put you first. I'm gonna make sure that you're okay. But
Right.
I'm gonna need that in return. You understand what I'm saying? I'm gonna need that in return. So, and you know, if you can't,
My
yeah, yeah.
no. I feel you, brother. My cousin says women with uh their own are not impressed with the materials. Impress us with your human loyalty and compassion. I
Well,
agree with that.
I,
Hmm.
I I agree with that too. But I mean, it sounds good. It sounds great for the internet and for the gram. But that's humor, loyalty, and compassion is not going to pay the bills. Like, women say that, but then the first thing they say is, "Oh, this broke ass nigga." You have to be able to provide, and you know, I tell you what, find me a woman that's gonna let me just come live with her, and she take care of me. I'll tell you jokes all day and be loyal.
Let me
Eh,
let me
eh,
ask you this. Let me ask you this. That's a great. So to cap on what my cousin talking about and what you talking about right now.
yeah.
If me if Dominga if Dominga if my disability check, the government just shut down. Let's just say the United States just shut down,
She's gonna
and
hold
I
you
don't
down. She gonna
and
hold
I
you.
don't I don't I don't get my disability check no
I
more. You
think
think she?
Dominga's gonna hold you down, John. She gonna hold you down. I think Dominga got your back. I can gauge the type of woman she is.
She hear her name, and so she asking what's
Yeah.
going on.
¿Qué es lo que John dice de mí ahí, Troy? Dime.
I said mi hermana es muy bueno mujer.
Dale, papi.
She keep on hearing her name. She talking about, let me
Yeah.
ask Troy what's going on.
yeah. So I think she's gonna hold you down. You know what I'm saying? But I'm being realistic, man. And maybe it's the women that I've been around. I've been dating these professional modern women, and I'm still in contact with them in the States, like my exes and stuff. They listen. I remember God, what did one I had this one I was in love with. Oh my God, I hope she doesn't see this. I had this one that I was in love with. And I remember God, man, she used to put it on me. We laying in my head wide open, bro.
Right.
We're laying in bed, and I remember one time I was like, "Yo, would you date me if I worked at Burger King?" And she was like, she said based off the sex. I mean, we could,
Oh,
she said, but
she went that route. She went that
yeah,
route.
she said based off the sex, we could still, see each other. She said, but you couldn't be my man. And
What?
like, and listen, I'm gonna tell you why that hurt. And I laughed it off, but it hurt because I was saying at that point, I was so in love with her. I was saying to myself, man, if she worked at McDonald's, I still would be with her. I don't care how much money she got. You know what I'm saying? And that's how I was feeling. So when I put the
Right.
question to her, she was like, nah. And I was like, okay, I had to take it for what she said. But yeah, so like, I mean, in America, I don't think I mean sisters do it. They date guys in prison. So I don't know.
Yeah, they do. They surely, yep. And vice versa.
Yeah, so I mean, I don't know, man. But it's just
Yeah.
in my circles that I'm in, the circles that I traveled in, I'm not saying she's a gold digger, but she ain't
It
messing
ain't no broke.
not the sisters that I
uh,
know. Nah.
hey, I'm gonna get to some of these questions. Stretch says, "What's up, Coach? Hope you're feeling better. Since you had your car, have you seen your people in San Cristobal?" Yeah, I saw Manuel. I didn't see Melvin, but I saw Manuel, but I forgot to take a picture with him. But I will be seeing him again pretty soon. But yeah, I've been seeing everybody. I'm gonna go see probably uh, Valerie and Darlene pretty soon also. So yeah, uh, it's a blessing that I have a car. What's up, Troy? I didn't mean to leave you out. He said, "Start." Stretch said, "What's up?"
Hey, Stretch,
Stay
what's up,
home.
brother? What's up, Stretch, my brother. Man, he just
You can look at a relationship here in the DR and pretty much sum it up. Let me say this. A lot of people call me and a lot of people want to know about this topic. And it looks like we're just going to stay on this topic a long
I
time
know
because
some people hate it, but we
I
always
know it. The when people, so many guys, I mean, we have a lot of women on the channel also. And that tells a lot
But
about
we can talk
ourselves
about
because
the men
we
too.
talk
We can
about
talk.
both. I mean, but
I have
and,
Dominican.
and the reason, let me say this, Troy, the reason we don't talk about men because we don't know a whole bunch about Dominican men. I mean, but besides, I mean, ain't nobody gay. You're not gay. I'm not gay. So we can't talk about what we don't. But
Yeah,
you hear things, but you
I'm a,
can't
I'm a,
really go in. You can't
well,
go into detail about it.
I can tell you what I've seen in the barbershop and what they talk about in the barbershop, and it's like I'm gonna tell you they are
Now you
they
hear
don't.
stories.
You hear
You hear
stories.
stories.
I've seen some dust ups. I'm gonna say this: they don't tolerate the back and forth. They do
No, that's one thing I have noticed.
now.
I've even showed some videos like Dominican men, they hit some of them, not all of them. They hit their women. They tell them to get the hell on. Hey,
Yeah,
uh, I'm going, bitch. I'm going to the moon. I'll be back at 3:30 in the morning, or I'll be back whenever I get back. I'll get back. Have my food ready. That's what I hear about Dominican men, and that's what I have seen with some of the neighbors, like they pretty much do whatever they want to do. And
yeah.
even with even
I
with
told I told you the story about my matter of fact. You met my lawyer. I
oh
told you
yeah, I did, yeah.
the story. He told me the story. He said when his father got married to his mother,
Hmm.
And please forgive me for telling the story if this is too personal for him. But his father got married to his mother. He said uh, his mother's father, which would be his grandfather, told his dad on the wedding day. He said, "When you guys get back," he said, "one day, I want you just to leave the house for 3 days. Don't say nothing. Just leave and come
Hmm.
back in 3 days. Don't say nothing. Don't say where you've been. Where you just leave for 3 days." And this is a father telling his son-in-law this. And I said, why did your grandfather tell your father that? He said, because he wanted my dad to show my mom who the boss
That's crazy, man. And that, and that sounds like, and what was his nationality? He
They
Dominican.
Dominican. They're both Dominicans. Yeah.
Crazy, man. And that's the only purpose he did that. That was the only reason he did that.
Just to show her that he's the boss.
Well,
So
I tell you what, the same scenario with Dominga.
right.
And I know she don't mind me telling this story, but
Hmm.
and I told you, Troy, her
Yeah.
husband broke up
It's-
with her and he moved 4 houses down with another woman. So
yeah.
he was like, no, I'm gonna be with my new woman and I'm gonna be with
It's,
you.
oh, you know what
And
it's called? It's called
she was
Machismo.
like,
Yeah.
no, I'm not having that at all, or
Right.
whatever. And she was, and then
It's
so he mad at her. He's still mad at her to the day. Like he don't even really talk to her that much. But
it's it's a word for it. It's called machismo. So yeah,
oh,
if you get a chance, anybody in the chat, they want to Google machismo. That's what's popping out here on the
what does
island.
machismo mean?
It's sort of like misogyny.
Like
Misogyny.
you could do whatever you want to, and
I'm gonna
they
have
just
a whole bunch of women. You're gonna do what I say. Type, type. That's what machismo. It's machismo.
and
You
so
know.
what that's what he tried
Yeah.
with Dominga, and she didn't go with the okie doke.
And I think that is why. Um, I think that may be part of the attraction for towards foreign men, specifically, men from the United States. And you can say what you want to say about men, about black men coming from the states. A lot of us were raised by our mother, and whatever they want to say about us, we're not, we don't come in. And plus, you can't just run around putting your hands on people and stuff like that. That's not a part of our culture. You don't hear about men just smacking up on women and stuff like that. But I think when we come down here, we're so laid back. You
Right.
know what I mean? I think that's what one of my exes, she had told me, said I was too laid back, and I was telling her, I was like, I can't be up in here
And
raising.
what is
I'm
too
too big.
laid back? What is too laid back?
Um, oh you know what? My ex from Honduras. She said I didn't have any passion because I didn't want to get
Mm.
into arguments. I was a therapist, so if you start yelling at me, I'm just gonna sit back. I'm gonna look you in your
Right.
face, and I'm
Oh
gonna
yeah.
I'm gonna tell you when you're done yelling. I want you to point at me when it's my turn to talk. I go straight into therapist mode. I'm not gonna argue with you. I'm too big to be arguing with you. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? I can't be yelling at you and putting my hands on you. No, I can't be doing. I can't do that. So I'd rather walk away. So that was, she said I wasn't passionate enough. Um, I'm just not gonna do that. I'm not gonna put
Hey,
my hands.
let me. No, I feel you, brother. Nikki says because I like the females. I like to get the female feedback. Believe it or not, there is a lot of women in the U.S. that is taking care of men, but these men never respect them because, in my opinion, the dynamics is not normal.
It's not.
Oh
It's not the
no,
divine order. You out of
yeah,
order. It's not the
yeah,
order. Like,
yeah. I totally agree. I totally agree. The
listen,
last
coach, before you, but I
go
want to, because I want to keep it while it's on
go
my
ahead.
mind. The one ex that I talked about when I said if I worked at Burger King, and she was like, "Nah, I wouldn't date you." She made a significant amount of money, So she always would be like, women got this thing about, especially in America, it's this competition thing. Well, I make more money than you. She didn't make more money than me, but she was projecting that she was going to make more money than me. She says, well, doesn't that make me the head of the household if I'm filing that on the taxes? We were talking about marriage and everything. And I was like, no, that doesn't make you the head of the household. I said, if somebody breaks into this house right now, are you going to get that 45 and go downstairs and handle it? Or am I going to get that 45 and go downstairs and handle it? And she paused and she said, you. I said, that's who the head of the household is. You know what I'm saying? We get it. So, see, the money thing has got back in the States has gotten women thinking that, well, I'm making more money than him. It's like I'm going to emasculate him. That he ain't a man. You see what I'm saying? So I do believe that there's a lot of women in the States that are taking care of men, and the dynamic it's not working out. Like,
Right.
Imagine you working 12 hours as a woman, you coming home from a 12-hour shift, and your man's been laying there, and then he asks you what's for dinner. Does that even sound right?
Yeah, that's
Does that even
scary. That's
does that even
scary.
sound right? So
But
women.
hey, Troy, I was in that situation, and I told this story last Sunday, or maybe
Mhm,
the Sunday before. The last woman that I dated in the United States,
mhm,
she was the district attorney in Texas. She
mhm.
was the DA, and she was making like 200 some $1,000 a year. And
Woo, Lord Jesus.
and I moved in with her, and she had just bought a $400,000 house, and
Uh,
man, the control I it didn't work out, man. I mean,
see,
I tried
let
my
me.
best.
I mean, but what did you
I don't
what
know.
could you have done? What could you have done in that situation?
I had
To
just I had just I had just been assaulted. I just had my 2 or 3 major surgeries, and
uh-huh.
then she was just like, "Oh, don't worry about nothing. We gon' you still the man of the house, blah blah blah."
Oh, she said that.
Yeah, she told me that, but then when I moved in with her, it didn't go like that at all. It
Mhm.
was just like, and then she started doing the threatening and then saying like, "Oh yeah, if you don't act right, I'm gonna change the locks." I'm like, "What? You gonna change the locks?"
Coach, I'm gonna tell you what I tell my nephews and the young guys that I mentor. Never, ever, ever, ever move in with a woman. Never, ever.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But it seemed like it was just like because she's like the district attorney of Dallas and the DA and everything. She's older and mature, but
Nah, no, thank you. I see. I listen. I'm not trying to objectify women when I say this, but this is another analogy that I like to use. Think of the world as a garden, right? And the
hmm
women, you're walking through this garden and you're seeing all these beautiful flowers that are women. You don't have to pick every flower
right.
in the garden. You can enjoy it. You can walk by and say, "Damn, that was a beautiful flower." You don't have to have every flower. You know
No,
what I'm
that's true.
saying?
That's true.
So
That's
when
true,
you
brother.
see when you see a beautiful woman making money, hey, congratulations, sister. I just know that for me, it's not going to be a good situation.
There you go. I like
You
that.
know
I
what I'm
like that
saying?
expression.
So it's cool.
That's
Hey, I
respect.
take my hats off to women. Like I said, a lot of the women I know now I met that are good friends. I went to college with, and I'm telling you the conversation. Like my one of my closest friends, her and her sorority sisters and I, we talk from time to time. I'm telling you, professional modern women are not trying to hear it if you don't have your stuff together. You don't have your stuff together, they're not doubling back to pick you up and bring you up with them. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Man?
Right.
And that's where we're at with it.
That's it. That's it, brother. I'm gonna get to some of these questions. Daryl says, "Coach, how was your Airbnb business for you?" It's going good. I don't own any homes, but more people are starting to reach out to me to advertise for them. So it's picking up. Um, I might be going to Sasua pretty soon. Um,
Oh my goodness.
not Sasua. I'm sorry. What is it? Where the whales are? That's
Samana, Samana.
Samana. Thanks,
I did
sir.
not. I did not like Samana, man.
You didn't like it, yeah, yeah.
I didn't
I
like.
got
I
you
didn't.
on
I
it.
didn't. It just. It felt Samana. I just didn't like it. I didn't like it.
Yeah,
I didn't get it. I didn't get the vibe. You know, I'm a first thing I'm a judge you on your beaches. Now I know that there are some amazing beaches up there, but just where I was at, I didn't see it. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? And I've been to Las Terrenas. I wasn't impressed.
right,
You know what I mean? So I think you got to like go out on a boat and go out to a whole different island. I'm
right,
not with that. I'm with like, can I walk from my hotel room to the beach? What's the water look like?
right.
I'm a beach snob, so I'm always going to compare your beach to the beaches here in Punta Cana, wherever we're at on the island. And I tell people like, unless you're going towards Haiti, like Bajarona, I don't. I mean, I haven't seen anything. I mean, I like Boca Chica. Like,
You gotta. I'm gonna take you to Pel de Nales. Man, that's the nicest beach I ever been to in my life. I'm talking about ever in my life.
it's by
I
San
gotta take,
Cristobal.
huh?
Where's this by? San Cristobal?
Oh no, that's over there by the Haitian border, Pel de Nales.
Well, you see how my skin is set up. I might not be able to
I know.
make
No,
that
you
trip.
good. You gonna be good. You just gotta you be good. You gonna be you gonna be rolling with me, so you be good. Yeah. No,
Right.
no, and then you just as long as you have your passport and a couple copies, you good, man. You good. But we're gonna have to go there one day, man.
Uh,
Uh, title of CPT says after you watching you and Dominga for more and more, I definitely see her coming out her shell more and more. Yeah, she is starting to come out of shell. She's funny. She's
she's
a character, man.
funny. She is
She's
funny.
funny as hell. So, and I'm silly and funny too, man. So I
Yeah,
think that kind of
it's a good
combination, yeah,
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 it is.
yeah.
It's a balance. Yes, it's good. It's good. And she do funny stuff, and I do some funny stuff right back at her. Dominican women nag a lot. Is that true, Troy?
Um women, please don't take this the wrong way.
No, Dominican women.
No.
Dominican women.
Women
Okay, go
in
ahead.
general. I think women in general tend tend to women don't be mad. Don't be mad. Um Um, yeah, I just think women in general tend to. I mean, not all women, but I haven't. Like I said earlier in the video. Um, I don't see a big difference between the the women that I dated in the states and the women that I dated here. So I mean, you know, I don't know, man. Like we women, I don't know, man.
Yeah.
I don't. I can't say they. I can't say I've experienced a nagging Dominican
I hear you, brother. But
woman. I can't. I
Logan
can't.
says, but that's culture with most men outside America. Yeah, that is true, Logan. He is right about that. That machismo. So you agree with that, Troy? With outside of America, it's the machismo mindset and mentality.
It's patriarchal. We are the. The Western world is leaning more towards a matriarchal society, and you get outside of the states, and it's a patriarchal society. So, um, um, you know, I think you know what I think. The world is changing. The internet's making everything small, man. The internet is making everything small. So you're getting a lot of Western attitudes in a lot of these different women in these different parts of the world. Uh,
Mm,
I think if you want the essence of a true traditional woman right now, Asia. And I can't say I haven't had any experience
well,
with Asia.
I'm gonna cut you off real quick. How many traditional women is Dominga a traditional woman?
Yes,
Okay.
absolutely.
Cause like when she was at your house, she was washing the
Yeah,
dishes.
super
She was
traditional.
she was cooking. She was cleaning. She was sweeping when you know when we at your house. So she's how many traditional women do you think is a whole bunch of traditional women here in the Dominican Republic?
I do believe there's a whole bunch. But
But
but I also think you're gonna have
the YouTube, the people, the ones that's watching YouTube and the one that's being
they're gonna
Americanized
be watching Love and Hip Hop. They're gonna want that too.
and 90 Day Fiance.
Right, right.
hmm Carl knows about that. That me and Carl talk about 90 Day Fiance all the time. We enjoy. We watch it all the time. Shout out to Carl, man. Uh, Carl gonna be singing at my wedding, so that's gonna be awesome.
Listen,
Exactly. Go ahead.
it's it's not. Are you? You gotta ask yourself this. Like this is for the fellas. Are you a traditional man? Are you
Mm.
willing to pay for everything? Everything. There's no 50-50 here. There's no 50-50. You know what I'm saying? Are you willing to pay the cost to be the boss? And if you're not, then don't expect to get a traditional woman. You know what I'm saying? It's as simple as that. You know what I mean? So,
No, you right, brother. You right. I guess the greatest thing about people ask me about how did you do it? How did you get Domingo? What's going on with that? And what's the trick? And it's no trick or no special thing. I just I don't I don't know. I mean, and it's you you never say everything is gonna be perfect, but I just think I didn't look up. What's the word you said, Troy? You call it what? You
you
called it
guys deserve each other.
okay, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
you
But
guys
go ahead.
deserve.
Yeah, but I have so many people that are just saying like, where are all the Domingos at in the Dominican Republic?
They're
And
here, man. Don't let me scare anybody away. I'm just talking about the women that I have come across in my experience. I live in a tourist town, so the women here, they're used. It's going to be different than my experience is going to be different than Coach's experience.
right,
Coach is living. He's getting a true Dominican experience. I live in a tourist town, man. I don't expect to find a traditional woman running around a tourist town like that. I mean, there are some, but for the most part, they
you
seem.
believe what Rick says right here? Men should be able to take care of their women, not the other way around.
I definitely agree with that.
I agree with that also.
I
Yeah,
agree with that.
yeah.
I'm
Now,
I'm listen, hey, I'm gonna pay the cost because I
right.
don't I don't want you telling me what to do. Period. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? So you're not gonna steer the ship. I'm gonna steer this ship. I've been steering this ship in the right direction for a long time. So you can come get on the ship and ride with me, but you can't get on the ship. You can't drive the boat. You can't drive the boat.
Right.
You drive the boat.
Carl say they don't like their men to have other women.
What women do besides swingers? But no, I don't think any women like their men to have. I think you know what? I might be wrong. Ladies are not going to admit this, but I don't think. I think women. You damn mosquitoes is lighting my ass up. Women, they don't want you less other women want you too. You got to be desired by other women. I heard a woman one time say, "My boyfriend ain't got no hoes." He's lame because he ain't got no hoes. I've
That's
heard
one thing. No, I've heard that also. Black crypto's right, man. I would never. I'm gonna tell my son to tell his son to tell his son never move into a woman's house. Never, ever,
never,
ever, never,
never. I don't
never.
care how nice she's
How
making
but you
it
got a whole
seem.
bunch of like my cousin said, but you got a whole bunch of dudes that's and my situation was different. I was disabled, but
Mhm.
uh I wasn't just laying on the couch, just
We
not
need
not
we
having
need
no
to
job.
ask we need to ask women why they date. Women date men in jail. They be writing the men in jail,
Right.
sending the men in jail money. They date ex-cons. So I just want to know. I've never in my life sent a letter to a woman in jail or sent money
That's
to a woman in jail or,
they got a
or,
whole they got a whole
or
TV they got a whole TV series on that now,
what
right?
what is that? What possesses you to date a felon? you,
Right.
he can't even get a firearm to defend the house.
Right.
You know what
That's right.
I'm saying? So he can't even vote.
That's right.
So
That's right.
and, no disrespect to you felons or convicts or whatever. I mean,
Right.
let's
No,
keep it
I
let's
know. I
keep it
feel you.
real. You probably can't even get a passport, so you can't come put your hands on me. So, but, no, I'm just joking, man. But
No, you're right. You're right.
I never understood why women had such an affinity towards convicts and people in prison.
It's
I,
crazy. They like
yeah,
listen,
and they be sending them money, sending them money, sending them money, sending
right.
them money.
And
It'd be,
then
it'd be
you watch those shows, and then when they get out, man, they don't even want to have nothing to do with them, man.
no,
Joe,
you're
hey
a
Jojo,
launch, you're a launch pad. You're
no
gonna stay at your place soon as that probation's over, and they cut that thing off that ankle.
deuces, they gone. That's right.
I'm, I'm heading to South Beach.
Hey Jojo said, "What's up, Coach and Troy? Do Dominga look at your older vlogs, and does she have any reactions about your ex?" That is a great question. I don't know. I don't know if she's looked at my older vlogs, but I've taken a lot of my older vlogs down, especially with my ex with my ex pictures up there. As you notice, if you go back, you're gonna see a lot less of the ex. I'm not gonna say a name, but you'll see a lot less of her face and things like that. Troy, you still there?
I'm here. Can you
Okay,
hear me? Yeah,
okay,
I'm here.
yeah, I can hear you. How did you hurt your neck, coach, and how long was your recovery time? Oh, so Daryl, I guess Daryl must be new to the channel. So I was the guy. I was the guy that's, and I'm not gonna go into detail because everybody already knows about it on the channel. I was assaulted by Deion Sanders' son, Shiloh Sanders, and that was me on TMZ and all of that stuff. So Daryl, welcome to the channel, brother. Thank you for being a part of the channel. And you can go to Prime Time for the Truth on YouTube, and it'll tell you a lot. And we are in negotiations with a company for the documentary, so I can't talk about it too much. But the lawsuit is over with, and I won. I won the lawsuit, and yeah. So I was assaulted by a high school student, Shiloh Sanders, Deion Sanders' son, and that's what happened to my neck. So anyway, changing subjects real quick. But thanks for coming aboard, brother. Uh, it's amazing how I forget sometimes we have these new subscribers and these new people coming in, and they don't know what's going on in my whole background.
Yo, I
Um,
see. Hold on. Go back to that last one.
okay,
I
Troy,
think
Troy, can you
Marlene.
give your math? There are new
Yes,
constructions
there
in
is.
Morocco Hills. Go ahead, brother.
Yes, I saw that. I saw that. We can talk about that because Knicks Nation. Um, I've been keeping my eye on those projects out there in Macau. The thing about Macau is it's kind of far from like supermarkets. Um, it's far from the airport. So it's a little out there, but Macau Beach is beautiful. It's kind of like being in the country. It's kind of like going to the Campo. So it's out there. That's the only knock I have on Macau is that it's kind of out there. So if you're the type of person, um, you may not speak a lot of Spanish, you need to get to the grocery store, you don't have a car, that would be far out there. That would be kind of like far. It's a far way to go. So, but I've had my eyes on that. I've had my eye on that project. 2026, and I'm not big on buying pre-construction out here because coach will tell you You didn't went through my neighborhood. You see a lot of unfinished projects. They started, but they couldn't finish for some reason. And sometimes the people just run off with your money. So you got to be careful. I don't like to put my cosign on unfinished projects. And 2026 is a long ways away. It doesn't take that long to really build a house, but I guess with the materials and stuff like that. Um, but yeah, I mean with the equipment that the people are using to build the house, a lot of these houses are being built by hand, um,
Right.
brick by brick. So I would say for me, um, if I spoke fluent Spanish, had a car, uh, didn't need to go in, didn't need to feel like I needed to be around people or around a lot of people, it would be great. But for me, it's a nah for me because it's too far out and I can't I don't like to deal with pre-constructions out here. Not out here.
How far is that from you?
Macau is probably about 15, oh maybe 15, 20 minutes away. I mean, if there's I don't want to tell on myself. If I'm doing the speed limit, it's about 20 minutes. But if I'm low, I can get there in like 15. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Yeah. Hmm.
Okay, Knicks Nation, no
Carl
problem.
said, "Hey, Carl, that's awesome." Carl says, "My lady is traditional and respectful for sure. She is traditional. She's very very nice lady. Very nice lady. Yeah, you're gonna meet Carl. Carl's cool dude, man.
Hmm.
And his fiance. Roberto, men should be the providers. At least I was raised that way. I totally agree. I totally agree. Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh, they have firearms illegally now.
Now he get locked up for another 10 years, and she gonna have to hold him down. What is it? Hold you down. She ain't gonna be able to have sex for 6, 7 years because you locked.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, man.
yep. Black crypto, right? Everybody, y'all get y'all passports because it's getting longer and longer to get your passports. They just it's even when you expedite it, they say it take about a whole month and a half to expedite it. So let's see. Yeah, I can't believe I appreciate you getting me through this live, man, because I was feeling bad. I still feel I'm
Yeah, I know.
kind of
Yeah, and I gotta you gotta. I keep looking at my phone. I got a text from my brother that somebody he knows is out here having a medical emergency, man. So I'm trying to. They said that their child is going through something, man. So I don't know.
Darnell. Okay, hey, shout out to you, brother, Coach. I live in Boca Chica, first floor. This is my first time, man. Shout out to all my people on the first floor. Daryl, uh, I know about 3 or 4 guys on the first floor, but I think I know who you are, man. But thanks for so much for tuning in, and I definitely appreciate it, man.
Hmm.
Uh, I would say she says felons can get passports. I didn't know that felons can get passports. To answer your question, Troy, normally they were dating before he went it. Um,
No. They got the
guys, we're gonna wrap it up.
we're gonna, but now they got
Go
the
ahead.
pin pal. They got the pin pal joint. They got the pen pal.
Oh,
You ever seen what is it? Love at the Locked Up. Have you watched that? Love at the Lockup. They got the real,
yeah,
they got the real
saw
big girl.
I
She's
saw
like
some.
500 pounds, and she's dating the little light skinned dude.
I didn't see that. I saw some clips of it before, but I hadn't seen it, man.
It's like watching a train wreck. You can't turn. You can't turn away from it. It's hilarious though,
Yeah,
man.
man. But man, Troy, I appreciate it, brother.
Hmm.
I just wanted to just get on here, man. Today,
Yeah, we
I
got an
was
hour
I
and a
was
half.
running
Wow,
on
that's crazy.
I was running on fumes, and I surely appreciate. Rico say he gonna be on next Sunday. Everybody miss Rico. He been gone for 2 weeks, but he said he promised he'll be on next Sunday. We're gonna be talking about real estate. We're gonna have a special guest on real estate. He has his own channel. He's building from the ground up here in the Dominican Republic. Um, and hey, man, before we go, because I'm gonna get off with you, man. Give
Yes,
everybody your
I
give
just
everybody
dropped
your
it.
YouTube channel and tell everybody to subscribe to it.
Yeah, I'm gonna drop it in the link. I'm gonna drop the
Look,
link
and
in the
I put it up here too. I put it up here
Yeah,
too.
that's my tapped in with Troy. I just shot an episode. Me and Coach, we was in Santo Domingo. I got some drone footage of a little bit of the capital of the colonial zone. Man, I think you guys will enjoy it. It's some get to watch some tobacco being rolled and cigars. It was impromptu, but we had a good time, man. So we're gonna have to plan something next time. I know it'd be even more crazy if we plan something. So yeah, come
That's
check
right.
the
That's
channel
right.
out.
Yeah, we got something coming up in Boca Chica coming up pretty soon. So you guys stay tuned for that this coming week, right, Troy?
That is correct. That is
I'm
correct.
excited about that. It's a big
Listen,
surprise. So
yeah, it's a bit okay. Okay, I'm gonna keep it under wraps. Then I'm gonna keep it under wraps.
yeah, keep it under wraps. Yeah, we got something big coming up this week, y'all. So stay tuned. That's why I got a doctor up on myself. And
Yeah,
man,
man,
Troy,
get
thank
well,
you so
man.
much, brother.
Hey, listen, you
Yeah,
guys.
I appreciate.
Really appreciate Coach because Coach was like, I gotta push through for the channel. I'm sick, but we still gonna have an episode, man. So I commend him because if it was me, I'd have been like, I'd have came on and been like, yo, I ain't feeling good. I'ma holler. But look
I
at him.
know it, man. I know
He
it.
push it through, man. He push it through. Thank you, Carl,
I
for
pushed through,
subscribing,
man.
man. I appreciate that. I appreciate everybody for subscribing.
Hey, yeah, thank y'all. Thanks everybody. Hey, uh, we're gonna be at an Airbnb, me and Troy, and a couple other people, coming up. And I'm gonna post a video tomorrow, so some of my extra videos. So I might post a video tonight if I'm feeling all right. But hey, Troy, hey man, thanks so much for everything, brother. I'm gonna see you this week,
Anytime,
and yep,
anytime,
and
anytime.
we're gonna talk tomorrow, and we'll go from there, man. I appreciate it, brother.
Okay, man. Anytime. And Coach, if you need anything, let me know.
All right, brother. I'll holler at you tomorrow, brother.
See you guys
Peace.
later, man. Peace.
Thanks. Hey, y'all. Thank y'all. I made it. I'm uh I'm a little drained, but I made it, and I want to thank everybody for y'all chats, y'all super chats, the donations on WhatsApp, and just everything y'all do for the channel. I appreciate it. We are very close to 6,000 subscribers. I think what I'm about to post in the next 3 or 4 days is gonna probably jump it up to about 10,000 subscribers fast because we got a couple ideas, me, Troy, and another friend of mine putting together. So we're gonna be interviewing some people. It's not the dating game. I'm not doing that no more because when I tried to introduce some people to other people in the United States and the Dominican Republic, when their relationships was going south and they couldn't get in contact with the people they'll be trying to call me. I'm not doing that no more. I'm not dating anybody anymore. I'm not introducing anybody to. I'm not playing the whatever you want to call it. Y'all know what I'm talking about. I'm not doing that no more because uh, that can be a headache. So, anyway, guys, thank y'all so much for being a part of the Dominican route. I appreciate it. I am going to get some rest. I'm going to take a shower. God bless. Make peace be still. And I'll see y'all. Y'all make sure y'all order some t-shirts. Uh, y'all click on that button. We got some Dominican route shirts and clothes and for women and men and for kids and all of that stuff. So y'all go to the front and then click on the little round world button all the way to the right and order some Dominican route stuff and take a picture of it and show it to me and say, hey, I got some Dominican route apparel. I just started that. So love all of y'all. Cuz I love you too. Uh, Carl, I'm gonna get well. It's not COVID. I saw about 2 or 3 people. They said it was COVID. It's not COVID. I tested myself with the little home kit. It's not COVID. Just got a bug or something, but I'm getting over it. I'm sweating it out. Anyway, God bless. Make peace be still. I'll see y'all next time. Peace.